Hey everybody, I am Haley Gray and I'm the group owner in the Women's Entrepreneur Network. I am a business consultant and I'm also the owner of Fiercely Marketing, which is a small boutique digital marketing agency. And we specialize in fixing really, really broken marketing. Tonight, I wanted to talk a little bit about a topic that is a bit near and dear to my heart, as you guys might have guessed. Knowing me to be the group owner here in the Women's Entrepreneur Network. If you're on the live, give me a hashtag live. If you're on the replay, give me a hashtag replay and let me know that you are out there. And hey, Beth, good to see you. Happy to connect with you tonight. While we're starting, I'm going to do a quick card pull out of my Super Attractor card deck for a little bit of inspiration tonight, because we all need a little bit more positivity in our lives. Hey, Beth, hello again, my beautiful friend. So I'm going to pull this one up, if I can get it off the top of the thing. Here we go. It says, I let the universe catch up with my dreams. And, you know, social media is a really interesting thing. And I think that letting the universe catch up with our dreams with social media is a huge thing, right? I let the universe catch up with my dreams. And hey, Shantae, hey, Patty, good to see you. So, you know, it's really fascinating to me when we are trying to get engagement on social media. I want to back up, and hey, Shantae, and hey, Patty, good to see you, and give you guys a little bit of an overview on engagement in general on social media. So when we're trying to get engagement on social media, it's important to remember that you are going to see the most engagement, i.e. the most people interacting with you on your personal profile. And you are up late. Yes, you are. And hey there, good to see you. You know, so you're going to get the most interaction on your personal profile. You always have, you always will. It always is going to be that way. So if you post something on your personal profile, you're probably going to notice that you get a crap ton more engagement on that post and people interacting with that post than you will anywhere else. Doesn't matter how, doesn't matter what you post. You could be posting pictures of turtles. And in fact, I get lots of engagement on pictures of turtles because I happen to have a turtle. And hey, Anna, good to see you. So you're going to get the most engagement on your personal profile. Technically, per Facebook, you're not supposed to be using that personal profile for your business. The reality is a lot of people do. So you probably want to be careful because you can get your account shut down if you were using your personal profile for business. The second most place that you are likely to get engagement on social media and, you know, is on a Facebook group. So in Facebook groups, you're likely to get more engagement than you are on a business page, but less than you do on your personal page. Anybody have that little experience going on, right? So in general, if you're in Facebook groups and people know who you are in those Facebook groups, you're going to get slightly less engagement than you do on your personal profile, but you're going to get more than you see on your business page. And the least engagement you're going to see on your profiles, the least bit of engagement, the least bit of reach, the most difficult bit of reach is going to be on that business page. So who has seen that? Like you get the most engagement on your personal profile, you get a little bit less in groups, and then you get a lot less on your pages, right? And that is because of how Facebook works the system. So it's assuming that your personal profile is friends connecting to friends and connections connecting to connections, right? That's how it works. Your group is a group of people with similar affinities and similar topics. The more engagement you get on your group, the more engagement you're likely to have. And it's really interesting. You're likely to get more engagement with people in your groups with people that you have already engaged with and that you have engaged with and they've engaged with you. So there is something there about how you're engaging with people in your groups. So then the least reach is definitely the least on your business page, right? So what you end up having to do is decide where and how you're going to be building relationships and connecting with people on Facebook. Now, it's a little different on LinkedIn. It's a little bit different on Instagram, a little different on Twitter. So if we start talking about engagement, you know, the maximum engagement you're going to get is on your personal page. So you can post stuff and, you know, grab people's attention. The last couple of days I've been talking about gratitude. I still get as many, if not more, comments on my personal page than I do in a group with 70,000 members, because not everybody in the group is necessarily a follower of mine, and they're not necessarily a tighter connection of mine. So they're not necessarily as likely to see those posts from me. But the more that I interact with more people, the more likely they are to see the posts. And the more posts I have that get the more engagement, the more likely I am to get better reach. So yeah, you know, max engagement on your personal page, right? So one of the ways that you can hack the system a little bit is that you post in groups and you post valuable content in groups that engages a response. So you're starting real conversations or you're asking for real help. And, you know, you're making a point of being a valued member of the group by putting stuff out there. So Shantae could be talking about, you know, neuroscientist kinds of things and really geeking out on the neuroscientist things and posting some of that stuff and getting people to engage with that. So she's got her personal friends that she's connecting with on her personal profile, but that's a limit of 5,000 people. So she's trying to expand that. Then she's going to post it in some strategic groups. Maybe Women's Entrepreneur Network is one of the groups. And she's posting high quality content into the group to get that engagement. And so one of the things that you guys will see me do is that I mix up different types of engagement, different types of posts. I give you guys the opportunity to post about your Facebook business pages. We do those things in this group to get more engagement, to give you guys an opportunity to engage with one another and to interact with one another. And if you start your own posts that are valuable, that give content back to the group, then you're more likely to get more people seeing your posts. Now, here's a trick. Facebook can tell when you're posting a promo post. And if you post a post with a link in it, Facebook can tell. So if you put up a promo post on your personal profile, watch the engagement go to darn near zero, unless you have friends who are intentionally commenting on that post. Do that in a group. Watch it sink like a lodestone to the bottom of the group. It's actually kind of a fascinating experiment. It's an interesting social experiment because people will kind of be like, ew, 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 ignore the thing. And they won't even comment on a post that they think is like promotional, and it'll drop to the bottom of the group, even if it's me posting it. So, you know, people have this like natural aversion to being sold to, but they may decide to buy. So there's this building that trust, building that know, like, and trust factor, giving them value, giving them a reason to want to engage with you. And then that bumps the engagement up. And then they're much more likely to engage with you. So what if you put the link in the comments? So lately, it seems like you can get away with putting the links in the comments. The only problem with putting links in the comments is if somebody shares your post. So if you're in a private group, that's not a problem because obviously nobody can share from a private group somewhere else. But if you're on your personal profile and it's a public post and you put the link in the comments and nobody's going to see the link, you're going to have to figure out everywhere that that thing gets shared, and then you're going to have to go chase it down and go put the link in the comments. It's kind of a two-edged sword. So the more engagement your post gets on it, the better. So part of the problem is you have to understand that we're all here on Facebook and we're all sitting on our little phones and we're scrolling like mad, right? So if we're scrolling like mad and we are just going through our feeds and we're just looking at stuff and we're looking at cute little kitten pictures or whatever we're looking at, you know, we as marketers are trying to stop people from scrolling. So the more you can put out there that like makes people go, huh, or it makes them think, the better your post is going to do. If it's cute, if it's funny, if it engages an emotional response, those types of posts are going to tend to get the most engagement. Hence all of the political posts that have been getting a ton of engagement, because people feel very, very strongly about politics and about political things, right? So I have friends who started posting political stuff this year, and people they haven't engaged with in 20 years are suddenly engaging with their posts. Well, they're not necessarily enjoying the political discourse that's happening because it turns pretty nasty pretty fast. And that's part of what goes on, right? So you have to find somewhere in the middle ground where people are enjoying the conversation and they're having a good time versus it turns into a nasty, cesspit of things. So, the next stage is to try to get people onto your business page. So the trick with the business page is to put content onto it that people really, really, really want to engage with. The more people you have that like your business page, the more people that are engaging with the content on your business page, the more you're prompting them to engage with your business page, the better it's going to do. Now, Facebook is very much a pay-to-play environment. The more you pay, the better you can play, right? Facebook business pages are very much like that. Groups, you can't advertise to a group. You're never going to be able to advertise to a group. I don't believe personally that Facebook is ever going to allow you to advertise to a group as an audience. So even though I'm like an admin and I'm the founder here in the Women's Entrepreneur Network, they're never going to allow me, at least currently, to advertise to a Facebook group. Now, I haven't been told this by Facebook, but my guess from the way that ads and everything else work, you're never going to be able to advertise to members of your group. So you have this balance between, trying to get engagement on your page, trying to advertise to people, trying to get them into your stuff, and also trying to get people to do stuff in your group. So how do you stop the scroll? Well, you put up really cool, catchy titles on things. So one of the things that I know that a lot of entrepreneurs struggle with is with engagement on their social media. We know this. We live this. I do social media management for a lot of small businesses. One of our biggest struggles is how the heck do we stop the scroll today? And how do we get people engaged and interested in what we're doing? And it's not always easy, right? Because there's a lot of complexity involved in human behavior. I've spent a lot of time studying human psychology. There's a really cool faculty member at Duke called Dan Ariely, and he wrote the book called Predictably Irrational. And then there's another book that's called The Upside of Irrationality. And I think that it starts to describe some of people's behavior on social media. But your goal as a business owner is always to stop the scroll, always to get people to engage with your stuff, to find it fascinating, to find it interesting, to make them want to do something with your business. Are you aspirational? Are you informational? Do people want to live more like you, right? Do you guys want to live more like me? Well, come over here and take my mastermind group and learn how the heck I do all of the things I do without wanting to pull my hair out. Mind you, I'm doing all the things I'm doing while running a business And I've got 4 kids, one of which has been hospitalized 18 times in the last 5 years. So, I'm doing it while running a very full family schedule and managing 4 kids, one of which has been driving us a little bit nuts. So that's part of what we're doing is you're selling what you have and what you want people to buy, and you're getting people interested, and you're putting the sexy on and making things interesting and intriguing and different and giving them that opportunity to really engage with you. And the question is, how do you do it? Well, your main concern is, how do I stop the scroll? What is my unique message? What is my unique selling proposition? So I, would say that, Marilyn's unique proposition is that she's got amazing handcrafted jewelry, and she teaches some really cool jewelry making classes. So people who want to learn how to make jewelry, who don't necessarily know how to put the pieces and parts together, are going to want to go to Marilyn and learn how to make their own jewelry, right? Or buy something if they don't want to make it. Anna Champagne does these amazing hand-dyed, energetic silk scarves, and they are absolutely stunning, y'all. And so her whole thing is the energy and the colors and the therapy and how colors can really express ourselves and how they can really affect our whole entire mindset, our whole universe, the way things go. Shantae is talking about neuroscience. Y'all should check it out, and the way that the human brain works and the way that the brain functions. So, each person in here has a very unique selling proposition. Kathy, it's great to catch you up. If you guys comment, I can maybe tell everybody a little bit about you. Kathy is an amazing coach, and she talks about a lot of the, functional nutrition pieces and getting healthy. And she's gone through some amazing journeys in her life. Beth made you smile back, my friend. She is awesome. And she is really focusing on helping people, navigate their way through anxiety and depression and postpartum depression, and doing amazing things. I see Patty Lou, and I don't know Rue, but I would love to know you better. Patty Lou helps students and athletes with high performance coaching. And, so she has a very unique market. So as you can tell, every single woman that's on this live tonight has a different niche, a different audience, and each one of you has a different way to stop the scroll. So what's it going to look like for each person, right? Beth, you're helping, be that beacon of light right now in a world that's absolutely feels like it's gone completely mad between the presidential elections and COVID. So each of you, has your own unique way to stop the scroll. And that's part of what we're talking about in the mastermind that we're doing, in the social selling mastermind. It's about learning how to sell your stuff online in a way that's authentic to you, that's not about selling. How do you get more engagement? How do you stay out of Facebook jail? So those of you that don't know, Facebook jail is when you break one or several of Facebook rules. Sometimes they'll warn you, sometimes they won't, and they shut off certain abilities of your account. So it may be that you can't post in groups. It may be that you can't join groups. It may be that you can't message people. It may be that you can't even post on your personal wall. And it may be that they shut down your account and ban you for a week. Or it may be that they shut down your accounts entirely. So if you run afoul of Facebook in all of these processes, and trust me, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter are no better. They all have their own things. If you run afoul of their processes, then you should be aware, that they can take you off the platform for good. So part of what we're trying to focus on is how do we help you get out there and sell in a way that keeps you on the right side, on the light side, on the right side of good, so that you can grow your business and stop the scroll and do things that are really cool without, breaking the bank or doing crazy stuff. Rue guides the Rue, rare, unique, and essential gifts and others to impact the world. Oh, that's really sweet. That is really, really cool. Yeah, each one of us has our own rare, unique, and essential skills to rule the world. And it is just amazing how awesome those are and how wonderful those are. So thank you so much for sharing that with me. I really appreciate it. So I'm going to do something that I frequently do. Y'all that watch me know what it is. I'm going to pull out my cards. This is my Love Your Inner Goddess deck. So if you will tell me which card you would like for me to pull for you, I will pull a card for you. I'm pretty sure that Patty and Beth are going to want the top cards, but I could be wrong. And you can tell me which card you want. There's 44 in here. So if you want me to count them out, I will be happy to do it. They're all different. They're all really beautiful cards. So Marilyn says 9. Okay. Let me finish shuffling and I will get you the 9th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This one's really, really, really you, Marilyn. I think you're going to be amused. I'll show it to you in a second when I get the explanation up. So here's the card. And let me take the banner down. Okay, so Marilyn, this one is you. You are here to march to your own beat. You can be happy and free, whether the world looks at you with awe, admiration, confusion, or love, or all of these at once. Others can love you even if they can't always understand you. Being different doesn't have to mean being alone. It's only when you try to change yourself to fit into a stereotype that you will lose your way, becoming unhappy, discovering obstacles, and feeling increasingly rejected or defeated. The universe doesn't want you to be someone else. It wants you to be you. When you quit trying to fit in and enjoy being yourself, you win. So this one is 7, girlfriend. $20. 8. This one's also for Meg because Meg always wants a 7th one. So this is for you, Rue. Congratulations, Patty. The Earth Mother agrees to support your wants and needs to help you live your best life and fulfill your dreams. Her generosity and her power can assist you is beyond what you can imagine. She is already leading you towards your sacred life purpose, providing exactly what is needed for your soul to blossom, just as she creates what is needed for the flowers of the earth to bloom. This is confirmation that you are on your sacred path. It may take some twists and turns, but you are headed in the right direction, and you are being supported in all ways to gain all the experiences and blessings that are meant for you. Okay. Ooh. Okay, Patty, this one's for you. Wild and free. This is an important time in your life when you're being guided to lead from your heart, even if it makes no sense to you or anyone else, or if your mind screams at you with fear and doubt. Don't ignore what your heart is telling you. Give yourself the time and space that you need away from the noise and demands of the world and other people so that the quiet, sure voice of your heart can be heard. Then take courage and act on what you feel. Your heart is wise and worthy of your trust. That is it, my friend. That is so cool. How are you guys doing? Has everybody voted? Has everybody voted? If you're in the US, did you guys vote yet? Because you know what? I don't want to hear anything for complaints if you didn't vote. Now, I get to complain plenty if my candidate loses and I voted, and I did vote. I even have my little sticker over here. I voted a couple weeks ago. So I don't want to hear it if y'all didn't vote. You lose the right to complain if you didn't vote. Oh, 11. Okay. Here we go, Anna. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Good. I'm glad you voted. It is such an important part of our democracy and our representation. Okay, 29. Helps if I pull up the right guide for the right card. Beautiful Bandit. You can choose right now to feel good about yourself. If you've been beating yourself up, stop it now. Don't let anyone else decide how you should feel about yourself. Taking responsibility for your actions means that when you have done something that you feel is out of integrity, you do something about it that is constructive and useful. Damning yourself with judgment or allowing another to steal your self-esteem is neither of those things. The Divine Mother is telling you to forgive yourself and use your energy now to live the best life of your dreams, the best life you can. It's time to take your life back. You're welcome, Anna. Yes, your hand-dyed, hand-painted, energy-infused silks are amazing. They are just beautiful. Yes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And y'all should know I'm doing a craft fair this Saturday. On Saturday, I'm doing a live, Facebook Live, that's going to be about 5 hours long. I've got one spot left in the middle of the afternoon. And we're going to be showing off some amazing, amazing crafts and goodies this Saturday. And hopefully you'll be able to find something for a Christmas gift or a holiday gift or Hanukkah or whatever floats your boat kind of gift, because we all like gifts. So buy them abundantly. I hope that y'all have a wonderful night. Check out the mastermind if you haven't. We'll talk soon, and take care. And you are most welcome, Anna. Thank you so much. And thank you, Charlene. I appreciate all of you guys so much. And let's go kick butt and go make some money. Take care. Bye-bye.